Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Kevin Key, Kevin Key Speaks. Today what we're going to talk about is, what if it never happens? You know, a lot of times we sit back and we say, if we only have this camera, if we had that lens, if we had this crew, if we had this idea, if we had this concept, we had this amount of money, resources, whatever, then we could be successful. But what if it never comes? What if you never get that money? What if you never get that opportunity? Does that mean you just give up? Does that mean that you just throw the idea or concept to the side and just never make it happen? I don't think that should be the case. You know, a lot of times we're waiting on somebody to give us that thing that we think we need in order to be great. When the truth of the matter is, that thing that you need to be great is already inside of you. And all you need to do is just move forward. See, we all want to be catapulted from one step to the next, but it doesn't happen like that. You get to the next step by grinding, by working hard, by learning something here that will help us there, and learning something there that will help us there. You know, I've yet to see anybody be good at something overnight, and I think that we tend to use these quote unquote resources that we want as a crutch. You know, I used to hear people all the time saying, oh, if you don't have a Red camera, you can't make a good movie. Oh, if you don't have an Alexa camera, you can't do this. Oh, if you don't have cinema lenses. Oh, there's always these things that people say you can't do unless you have something else. It's always these things that make you look outside of yourself and your ability to make things happen. And you can't allow those to be roadblocks or hurdles for you. You have to use what you have and go to the next level. Truth be told, a lot of people, if you were given these resources, boom, like that, you wouldn't know what to do with them. You just squander them anyway. That's why it's so important that we take each level and we learn everything that we can at that level, so that when we get to the next place, we're proficient where we need to be. I can't tell you how many times when I go to another film, I'm grateful for what I learned on the previous film, what I learned on the previous job, you know, and we have to start going back to each job that we do, each thing that we try, and say, did I learn everything that I could learn at that pace, at that stage? Because there's some important steps in everything that we do, whether it's free, whether it's paid, whether it's your own project. Make sure you learn everything that you can, so that when you go to the next place, you're ready for it. This is yours truly, Kevin Key, Kevin Key Speaks. What am I saying here? I'm saying, don't look for a resource or any one thing to catapult you to the next level, because it's not. Look within yourself, hone your skills, hone your talents, and say, am I maxing me out? Have I mastered everything at this level before I'm trying to go to the next? Because guess what? You're going to repeat it if you don't. This is yours truly, Kevin Key Speaks. What if it never happens? Are you still going to make it happen? Or are you going to sit back on a bunch of excuses and saying, I could have if I had this, which is crazy. See you on the next one. Kevin Key Speaks.